Aveline and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today I am back with another speed build, apartment renovation, whatever we want to call these. We are renovating an apartment for two students who are roommates, and they have kind of, I want to say, very opposite personalities, or at least very opposite hobbies, because one is a gamer. She's kind of like, okay, yeah, this is decorated for two girls, but I suppose you could have anyone living in the rooms, to be honest. I just have girls in mind when I decorate usually, so I tend to talk about them as girls. But one is a gamer slash kind of nerd. She's a bit of a geek. She's into space stuff as well as just gaming all day, and yeah, she's pretty cool like that, you know, we can relate a little bit. And the other one is more of a sports kind of nerd, so she has a lot of trophies in her room, and I suppose that she's just really talented at whatever she does. I don't actually know what kind of sport she does. I think it may be baseball, because there's a baseball in the apartment, but I'm not entirely sure either because there's a boxing or punching bag in her room as well, so I don't know, maybe she's just like extremely multi-talented at sports or something. So yeah, that is her hobby at least. She likes to be very active. I also do want to say that I know that you can have both sports and also gaming as your hobbies in real life, but in a sense I feel like it's easier to just decorate for one hobby, so we go all out with that one hobby. So that's mainly what I do, but I fully realize that you can be both into gaming and sports. I've been there myself. That was me 3 years ago. Now I'm lazy and I don't do a lot of sports, but I was so active and also played a lot of computers, so that was basically me, my two hobbies. We just split up into two people and put them in this apartment. So yeah, but that's what we're doing today. It took me ages to figure out fully what I wanted to do with this area. This is both the kitchen area, the dining area is also in this little square right here, and then in the other end of the room we'll have the little living area, but I didn't fully know what to do about it because I started out choosing the industrial counters and cabinets from base game, but I just thought they were a little bit too industrial basically, and so I swapped them over to these ones that are also from base game, but I only really like the black swatch when it comes to those counters and cabinets. The other swatches just kind of look a little bit too plasticky for my liking, a little bit too dirty as well. So the whole kitchen, after I chose the black ones, it got a little bit too dark for my liking and also for the kind of vibe that I was trying to go for, so I swapped over to these ones that are from Parenthood and are probably some of my favorites. I also used them yesterday. I just think they are the cute. No, did I use them yeah, I used them yesterday as well in the green swatch, and I just think they are the cutest. So yeah, but the whole, like, they fit the whole like cutesy vibe that we end up going for as well, like very cutesy, kind of colorful. I will say it's very fresh in here and also kind of summery actually, so kind of like a nice summery fresh kind of vibe we're going for. I will say that the living area as well did also take me a very long time to figure out. I kept changing the color scheme, I kept changing the couches as well, because I was trying with the base game ones that you'll see in just a second. At some point we got some swatches for those not counters but couches somehow patched into the game without anybody really noticing. I don't know if they weren't in the patch notes or whatever, but I've seen maybe one person talk about it before. I'm pretty sure they weren't there a year ago, but I may just not have noticed. I'm not fully sure. I don't often use those couches, but you'll see them in just a second. They're the very simple ones that we got from base game, but they got these two specific swatches. One is kind of like blue-green sort of, and the other one is more orange, and they have a slight like texture to it where the normal swatches are very plain. So I actually like the texture that is on those two swatches, so I was trying to do some funny stuff with those, but I couldn't find any other furniture that matched that blue-green kind of color that you'll see here in just a second on the smaller couch, the love seat. So that was really bothering me, to be honest. It was kind of, I feel like it's weird that I couldn't even find a chair that matched that color. Like, I couldn't find any. I looked through all the different swatches for all the different furniture that I thought would kind of go with these couches, and I couldn't find anything in that specific color, and it just kind of, it's so weird to me. I don't know if it was supposed to be more like a turquoise kind of teal color, or if it was supposed to be more on the greener side, but definitely could not find anything that matched that color. I tried to find rugs as well. I tried to find some wallpaper to go behind the kitchen cabinets too, so that could kind of go well with that color, because I wanted there to be something that matched that color so it didn't just look out of place, you know, but I just couldn't find anything, so I ended up changing that to the more teal kind of color, but then the two couches didn't match with the texture. So that was a struggle too. So I ended up actually completely removing these two couches, and I went for the Parenthood ones instead. But as you can see on these two couches right now, they have some kind of texture on it or on them, and I really like that. I just wish we had more items in that specific color right there, because I really like it. It's like the orange is a little bit on the salmon kind of, it's like a slight, it has a slight pink touch to it in my opinion, or at least as far as I can see. It might be my reshade, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it's got like a slight pink touch to it. It could also be my monitor, let's be honest. There's a lot of factors going into this, but I definitely feel like we're lacking some items to go with those two colors, because I really like them. I also like them together. They're just kind of, it's a nice contrast right there. So yeah, I definitely, I was trying hard to find stuff to go with these, as you can see right now, but I did not succeed, unfortunately, so I had to swap them out for the Parenthood counters, of course, the Parenthood couches instead. But yeah, we love those couches too. It's not often that I use them because they are so mismatchy that it kind of frustrates me now and then, but I thought for a student's apartment they would go nicely in here, so I decided to go for those in the end. And the color scheme that we end up using as well is more of like a turquoise with a yellow, which is one of my favorite color combinations when I do interiors. I use blue and yellow quite often, and turquoise isn't that far off of blue, so like it kind of is sort of the same color. It's just slightly, it has a slight green touch to it. But yeah, I do like using yellow and blue or yellow and turquoise a lot. And then for the for the two rooms, for one of them we use yellow and orange. So I took the yellow from the living room or living area in here, and I used it in the sports girls or the sporty girls bedroom, and then for the gamer girl I took the turquoise from the living area and used it in there with some pink / purple. So they both got like a little bit of the color scheme that I've used in this living area, so I thought that would kind of maybe add some coherence throughout the apartment, so the two bedrooms didn't just look completely out of place, you know, like we were using completely different color schemes for the two bedrooms. For example, if I made one of them completely white and pink and then made the common area in here yellow and turquoise, I thought maybe that was a little bit strange and would have looked out of place, so I decided to use the colors in the different rooms, and I thought it turned out nice in the end. I hope you guys like this apartment. I am sorry that the speed build here is a little bit long, but it's because I was struggling for very long here in the common areas. It just kind of, I kept swapping things out and changing the color scheme. Like, it was really frustrating me in the end, but I wanted to do this apartment, so hopefully you guys do like the end result. I've actually already recorded the apartment, or actually I have two apartments going up next week. I've recorded one of them and that'll be going up on Friday. So I am moving the usual build I do on Thursdays, I'm moving that to Friday because Thursday is Valentine's Day. Now I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. It's not really a big thing in Denmark, and I don't think it's a big thing over here in the UK either, at least as far as I'm aware. I'm not totally sure though, but we're not celebrating it. But I still wanted to do something in the game, so I am planning on doing something different, or not something different, it's probably going to be very generic, let's be honest, but I'm planning on doing something at least for Valentine's Day, just because I think it would be a little bit fun to do. So that'll be going up on Valentine's Day, which is Thursday, I think it's the 14th, yeah, that must be Thursday. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that as well. But the apartment was actually supposed to go up today. I don't know, I felt like it needed a little bit more work and I wasn't totally sure of it, but now I kind of like it, so hopefully you guys will like that one too. But it's going up Friday, so I don't know why I'm talking about it right now. Anyways, I just placed a few items in the gamers room, so I just put down the bed and also some posters behind the bed. I put some cabinets on the wall and also a bookcase, so just kind of, because I don't remember why I did that. I think it's because I had a thought for her color scheme and I just wanted to put it down so I could remember it. And then I went back to work more on the common areas here because I was just not happy with it. I kept changing things over and over. I go back later on and change things again, but here we're apparently doing the bathroom first. This will turn out to be brown and blue. Was definitely very inspired by these wall tiles that are from Parenthood, and I do change the color scheme to the blue and brown ones instead. I use those quite a lot. I think it's a super cute color scheme when it comes to like family homes or kitchens or bathrooms even, so I use that quite a lot. So yeah, you've probably seen them before on my channel, but I just really like how they look. I think they are quite cute and they're just very versatile as well. So it's this little color combination. I feel like there's kind of like, it's mainly blue and then brown. There are two different kinds of brown in there and then a darker blue as well. But I do feel like there's a slight like kind of dusty rose in there too. Maybe it's like more of a nude kind of color or something like that. There's definitely some pink in there as well, or dusty rose, something like that. You see what I mean, right? Or maybe it's like a nude kind of color. I'm not entirely sure. Now seeing the litter box, I was just reminded that I actually forgot to put in a cat scratching tree and also a toy box. So I'll do that before I upload this to the gallery just to make sure that the cat does have everything it needs in this apartment, so it doesn't run around and scratch the furniture instead, because that would suck a little bit for the two students who probably don't have a lot of money to replace the couches. So I'll make sure to remember that before uploading it to the gallery. But I wanted the gamer to have a cat as well because I thought it would kind of fit her personality a little bit. Maybe she has like a completely black cat just running around the apartment who's of course also loved by the roommate, the sporty kind of girl. So yeah, they have a cat living in here as well. I think I may use this for my save file, but I'm not entirely sure. Do let me know if you want this in the save file though. I do have quite a lot of apartments, so I can swap some of them out if I want to. So yeah, do let me know if you want this in the save file. Otherwise, if you download the save file and this is not the apartment that's in it, and you really do want this apartment, you can download this off the gallery, so you can swap it out yourselves. And yeah, before you ask about the save file, by the way, I don't know when it's done. I am still working on it. I am solely building, like apart from these apartment builds that I do now and then, I am solely building for the save file. So both renovations and also family homes and whatever else I do, it's just for the save file basically. I am considering swapping out townie makeovers with another renovation a week because I feel like I just kind of just want to be done with it, you know? Like I feel like I'm at the end of it, but I'm really not. I just really want it to be done, so you guys can get to use it and everything, and I can sit here and be like, oh my god, I did finish all the freaking worlds, like how? So yeah, I'm working on that right now, but do let me know if you want this in the save file or not, and I will swap it out before it's completely done, which will be in months from now because it's taken a long time, but I'm working on it. I actually made the mistake of writing down every single lot that I'm still missing, and it's just depressing how many it is. And I don't know if we're gonna end up getting a world as well before I'm done with the whole save file, so that's gonna be either a pleasant surprise, or maybe depending on the kind of style that the world is in, it's gonna be a pleasant surprise or a not so pleasant surprise. So I'm looking forward to that though. It's always good with the new worlds, and I'm sure the next expansion pack should come with one, so I'm very excited for that. Do let me know if you got any theories, like what do you think the next expansion pack is gonna be? Do let me know in the comment section. So I think you guys know that I think it's gonna be university, but like I know nothing, so don't take my word for it. And yeah, I do think it's gonna be university, but let me know what your theories are, and also what other expansion packs you want to see. I am definitely very curious to hear you guys out. I have mentioned before that I want a farming expansion pack, and I know that some of you guys want one too, so hopefully maybe someday we can get that in the game or something. That would be so cute, you know, all the farm animals and all that stuff. That would be so freaking adorable, so I'm really hoping for that too. But yeah, do let me know. So the other girl has a lot of trophies in her room, but this girl has a lot of different like figurines or some of those toys as well. She has a lot of different like posters too, and she also has a lot of books because she is more of like a nerdier kind of girl. She's a bit of a geek and she loves space stuff, so she probably has a lot of books about space as well. I don't know, what do you think she studies in school? Let me know if you got any theories on that. I kind of imagine these two to be sort of like university students, but it's wishful thinking. We don't have university yet, but it would be pretty cool if they could be university students one day, I think. I'm excited to see how that's gonna work and everything, like where will the students sleep and stuff. I'm very excited to see that once we do get university at some point. I mean, we have to get it, right? So it's gonna happen at some point. But anyways, in here is the Sporty girls room. So it's a bit brighter in here. I used a lot of black for the other room, and then of course, like I said before, also pink and purple and turquoise. So in here we're using yellow, and I know the walls are a very pale yellow, but I thought the more saturated yellow would be a little bit too much, like a little bit too overpowering, so I decided to go for this color instead. But yeah, I do like this wallpaper a lot. It's been a while since I like probably used it, until yesterday I think, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. But anyways, so that is the kind of color scheme we're going for. So instead of the black that we used in the other room, we used white in this one instead. So it adds a little bit more contrast between the two rooms because they are supposed to be somewhat opposites. So yeah, I thought that would kind of help do that a little bit. So we're sticking to white in here. And I just tried to use a lot of the more sporty kind of looking clutter that we do have. There is a baseball in here. A baseball? No, there's a baseball bat in here. There's also a basketball under her desk. She does get her own computer because they're students and we don't have laptops, unfortunately, so they're kind of stuck with desktops, but I think it's important for students to have their own computers nowadays. So I decided to give both of them computers. The gamer just has a little bit more of a fancy kind of setup with the second monitors and the third monitor actually. So this girl only has her main monitor and just her computer basically, but she does have her own computer. And I also gave her the punching bag so she could level up her active skills a little bit. I did play test it, so it is usable. Luckily it can fit over there in the little corner right there, but I put the baseball bat next to it and it should still be working fine. There is also a basketball in the living room. I don't know if I said that earlier as well, but I did decide to put both a basketball in the living room and also a console for the gamer. Plus they can actually play on that together and kind of bond and everything. I thought that would be kind of cute. But other than that, I just put a lot of different clutter in here, some more trophies, and also some posters that could either look like they're a little bit outdoorsy or kind of sports-like. And I also thought she deserved that star mirror over there. I don't know, maybe she won it in a competition or something. I don't know, I often forget that it exists, but it's freaking awesome, so I thought it was about time that I used it, and I thought it fit well over there on the other wall. And yeah, that should be about it for this apartment. So if you do want to download this apartment, you can find it on the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. It is uploaded as a room build, so I hope you guys know how to place it down. It should be really simple. You just download it and then you bulldoze the whole apartment, make sure you got move objects on, and then you just place it down as a room build, and that should be about it. The address is written in the description down below, so make sure you remember to place it in that specific apartment. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you, yeah. Got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that, closer, closer, I'ma get closer to